Welcome to the Markkula Center for Applied Ethics at Santa Clara University. Today I'm joined by Joan Cassman, who is the head of the Public Agency Section and Government Group at Hanson Bridgett, and JoAnne Speers, who is the Executive Director of the Institute for Local Government. They have been with us today at the Public Sector Roundtable, where they've been talking about the question, it may be legal, but is it ethical? Welcome.
Thank you.
When we look at a question like, it may be legal, but is it ethical, we're implying that a city or county really has a two-part analysis to do in any decision. The first being, does it comply with the law? And the second being, is it ethical? What kind of things can city and county officials do to make sure that that second part of the analysis, the ethical part, is not overlooked?
There are a bunch of tools that local agencies have. One is to have a code of ethics, or at least to be clear on the values that are important to a given community and the values by which public officials should try to guide their conduct. You can, within the agency, of course it always starts with the top, so the tone at the top, the elected officials, the top managers is very important. Hiring for ethics, making sure that your CEO shares the governing body's commitment to ethical decision making is a way to make sure that that sensibility percolates down throughout the organization. And then at the management level, there's a number of things that managers can do to make sure that their employees know that it's not just a matter of getting the job done, but the how of getting the job done is also important. And that's especially important in public service because in democracy, process matters. And so even if a worthy end is in sight, the means used to achieve that end matter.
Well, I suppose that the common thread with what JoAnne has said throughout in all these various activities that can be undertaken is information and education. I think keeping the subject of ethics foremost, seizing opportunities to think about lessons learned when there's been bumps in the road, particularly raising the subject. Having your, as she said, it starts at the top, having your top officials take the opportunity to discuss the subject of ethics and the various dimensions of how that may play out in different situations when there is not an issue on the table, when no one has their back against the wall because they have raised a particular fact situation. So just taking advantage of opportunities to educate, learn lessons, share experiences, recognize the importance of training and conduct trainings. The law requires a certain minimum amount of training, 2 hours every 2 years. That's really not enough. That's, again, as JoAnne would say, the floor. And to see if you can encourage your agency and its officials to take more training and just to discuss the issue, keep it in the forefront, take opportunities to continue to learn.
I want to thank Joan Cassman and JoAnne Speers for joining us today. If you'd like to learn more about the work of the Ethics Center, please go to our website at www.scu.edu/ethics.